Now, he may have played an active role in the 26/11 attacks in which several Americans were also killed, but David Headley is getting VIP treatment in many ways. For instance, they allow him to make business calls to his partners in Dubai to carry out land deals. For more on this, we are joined by NDTV's Sarah Jacob. Sarah, isn't it unusual for someone who's facing trial? He's a star witness, but he's been arrested of a terrorist plot to be allowed these benefits?
Yes, Sunitra, even the defense and David Coleman Headley agreed that this is highly unusual given the circumstances, given the fact they had this man in their custody and he was cooperating, so-called, if that's the word for it. Because of his cooperation, they were giving him a lot of these benefits. But Sunitra, we do have I do have a news update of what just happened in court. Absolute shocking revelations coming out in the second week of Headley's interrogation. Sunitra, we've been reporting all week that he seems to be completely emotionless, stark, and remorseless statements he makes that David Coleman Headley with a poker face. Today, as the defense systematically tried to discredit him as manipulative, it emerges that not only has David Coleman Headley, who has confessed to plotting and planning 26/11, not only has he managed to wrangle this deal with the U.S. prosecution and the benefits you're talking about, it also emerges that over the past few months, Headley even had grandiose plans of writing a book and making a movie out of it and getting some money. Sunitra, it emerged today in some fascinating cross-questioning that Headley was getting part of these special benefits from the U.S. government. He was able to meet his wife and kids, and he was able to talk to his wife on the phone. What he did not realize, or maybe he realized but didn't care, is that the phones were tapped. And in these conversations, he says that he plans to write a book, perhaps he can get a movie deal, and they can make a lot of money. Those are exactly his words, and the transcripts were put forward before the court and the jury. And he also, at one point, the defense asked him that he hopes or he thinks that he will get out at the end of this, won't he? And David Coleman Headley said, yes, I hope so.
Okay, and Sarah, what's also interesting are some more revelations about the Al-Qaeda leader Ilyas Kashmiri and an alleged plot to kill the CEO of the firm Lockheed Martin.
Yes, that's the other information that came out earlier this morning. This is absolutely new and fascinating. What we're hearing is that Headley, who is a Pakistani-American, while he was being cross-questioned, he said that Ilyas Kashmiri had planned to kill the CEO of Lockheed Martin. This is to stop any further drone attacks from taking place. And what's interesting here, Sunitra, is that he said that Ilyas Kashmiri was even or had succeeded in carrying out some surveillance in the U.S. of the CEO and his activities in the U.S. and had been asking Headley to find out if there's any way they can get weapons to carry out this plan. Now, that's seriously interesting for the U.S. authorities to figure out what exactly they mean by carrying out surveillance in the U.S. on this CEO to try and convert this plan from being an idea into action.
Okay, Sarah Jacob, who's covering that trial of Tawahur Rana in Chicago for NDTV.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone. Fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.